Greetings and good day, YouTubers. Doomwaves back here with another video. Yeah, just finished another game. It's one that, I don't know, you can tell by the title already what game it is, but it's a game that I really enjoy, and it's a shooter, so you can play it, any old time, but I feel a sense of accomplishment that I actually finished it. It's Raiden 3 for the PlayStation 2. I really enjoy the Raiden series, or Raiden, depending on who you talk to. I say Raiden, but that's just me. I really enjoy the series. Obviously, I've never played 2 because it only came out in Japan, and I don't have anything that'll play it. It might be on the PC Engine, I don't know. But I've played Raiden for the Jaguar, and I've played Raiden Trad for the Sega Genesis. I have them both. And, of course, Raiden 3 for the PlayStation 2 with the obviously updated graphics and music and some cool upgraded weapons and things. The original Raiden series, you had just the laser and the Vulcan shot being the red orbs and the laser being the blue orbs. And you just had the homing missiles and then the regular missiles for your weapons. And then just the bombs that you drop. The whatever. And this one, they added a radar missile and a proton laser. The difference between the regular laser and the proton laser is that the regular laser just stays a straightforward shot, straightforward beam, and the proton laser kind of wobbles back and forth based on which direction you're going. So it's actually quite annoying. It comes in handy sometimes, but it's hard to get used to, and so therefore it's hard to use. I pretty much like to stick with the Vulcan shot. Laser every now and then I'm okay with, but pretty annoyed when I get to the proton laser. And as far as the missiles go, I pretty much tend to go for the radar missiles. They just kind of like heat seekers. They just kind of go out from your ship, and then they kind of drift off to whichever way that the enemy is going. Whereas the homing missiles, just go straight there, but they're a smaller impact because they're a smaller charge. And then the regular missiles, the nuclear missiles is what they call them in here, just go straight forward, but they have a wider blast radius. So I mean, they all have their advantages, so that's good. This was a really short game. And some customization with it too, which probably is the only reason that I actually beat it. The customization comes in the form of how many bombs you can hold at one time. I think the maximum is like 10, something like 7 or 10. I can't remember. I know that's a weird number. For some reason I think it's 7, but for some reason I think it's 10. I don't know. Several. More than the standard default allotment, which I think is 3. And then also you can also adjust the number of continues you can have, and I think the maximum is 3. And then you can adjust how many lives you have per credit, I guess what they call it. So I think the maximum you can have is 5 lives per credit, and then you can have up to 3 credits, I think. So 15 lives, essentially, I think is what it is. And obviously every time you die it replenishes your bombs, and you drop, most of the time you'll drop a couple of power-ups, and then if you have captured a fairy in the level also, and then when you die it drops a bunch more power-ups. There's also the mega power-up, and I don't even know what it's called. The manual probably says it. I looked at it briefly to figure out what the other weapons were called, but I didn't look up this other one. It's got a P on it, and when you get that, whatever weapon you have is fully upgraded, like instantly. So if you have the Vulcan shot, you got every direction, and to the maximum. So it comes in handy. So whenever you see that P pop on the screen, get it. There's lots of bullets flying on the screen. I can't remember if there's a difficulty setting. There might be. If there is, I beat it on easy. It's just pretty much like any other shooter in that once you get to a certain point, once you get to a certain point of playing it, you know, several times, you can pretty much just memorize certain patterns. You know, not all of them, obviously. Certain patterns and just, you know, the certain ways of weaving in and out, and pretty much just knowing what's coming up, you know, and you know, making sure that your weapon is upgraded as much as possible, you know, and you stay alive. I won't lie. I think I made it, you know, on my last playthrough when I actually did make it to the very end. I think I was on my last credit and just a couple of lives left. But it was pretty. The last boss was actually pretty difficult, just because I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. There's only 7 levels, which, you know, makes it pretty short game, really. But great colors, great graphics, you know, lots of fun. One of the things I didn't like was how slow your ship moves from side to side, and also I think it has something to do with traditional Japanese shooters, but the screen is condensed to, you know, a box, you know, in the middle of the screen. You know, there's about, on my TV, there's, you know, about, you know, it's like a third of the screen. There's like a third of the screen on each side, black, and then in the middle third, you know, is your vertical playing field, which was fine, you know, really, because, you know, the TV would just stretch it out anyway. So I mean, it was fine, but it's just kind of funny to see, I guess. There's probably a mode in there where I could turn my TV on its side and play it like that, but yeah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm pretty proud of myself for finally beating a shooter. But yeah, I did play it on the easiest mode with lots of bombs and lots of continues and things like that. One of the bugaboos, I guess, that big enthusiasts of shmups is that you know, if you're truly good at a shoot 'em up, you don't have to use bombs. Well, I die often enough that there's no need to conserve my bombs, because, you know, you only get bonus points for the ones that you have at the end of your current ship at the end of the level. So if I burn up 3 ships in the level, I might as well use the bombs. I found myself a lot of times just dropping them when there was just too many bullets on the screen. Not necessarily too many enemies, just too many bullets. And like I said, the ship moves really slow from side to side, and I found that the bomb was the only way for me to escape those difficult, you know, times where there was just so many bullets and my ship moved so slowly that there's no way I could get out of the way. That, and also I did use them on the bosses too, just, you know, just they shoot like crazy. So yeah, I had a good time with it. Like I said, I love the Raiden series. I can't wait to try out Raiden 4 and Raiden Fighter Aces on the Xbox 360. I don't have either one of them, but I really would like them. Can't wait to try them out, and yeah, I just love the series, like I said, and I would like to find a ROM probably of Raiden 2, or get a PC Engine or something, some console that it's on, and maybe try to find a copy of it. That would be cool to kind of fill out a collection of Raiden games. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I have for you today. Raiden 3 for the PlayStation 2 is complete, and I'm going to show some gameplay footage just because I want to. So here it is.